Strategies to Conflict Resolution. Paul, if there was one program on this CD that we're discussing, the issue of conflict resolution would probably have to be the most important one for anybody in any walk of life in business. Is it your experience that it is one that needs to be handled with care?
I believe it does. I'm convinced that the great majority of people in the workplace want to work in a harmonious environment where there's little conflict. However, when serious conflict does occur, it can have major ramifications for any organisation if it isn't handled professionally.
So, Paul, why are more organisations throughout Australia seeking solutions for resolving workplace conflict?
The office is becoming a challenging place to work these days, and the very work we're expected to do has increased, and with that has workplace conflict. Over the past 5 years, we've observed a noticeable increase in workplace conflicts, disruptions and staffing issues. And organisations that believe that conflict may be disrupting productivity and personal and team performance would be well advised to do something sooner rather than later.
Often there's a bit of confusion around the definition of conflict. Is it all bad?
No, some conflict can actually be quite healthy.
How's that?
Well, positive conflict can bring change. It can foster better understandings. It can promote positive behavioural changes. It's the negative conflict that causes all the problems in the workplace.
So when is conflict bad? How can we tell?
Well, conflict is good, as we said before, when it can bring change and it fosters understanding. Conflict is bad when people openly argue in the workplace, verbal fighting breaks out, misunderstandings occur, and issues proliferate from one to many.
Okay, so what can an individual expect to gain by being part of the program, Paul?
They'll lose their fear of conflict by understanding what conflict really is. They'll learn the many alternatives to open conflict that still achieve positive outcomes, and they'll discover how to solve conflicts instead of avoiding it or trying to get even.
Okay, so let's assume for a minute I'm an HR manager or a departmental head. How can I identify from my staff who would benefit the most by attending your Strategies to Conflict Resolution program?
If you have team members that are in open conflict at the moment, if you've got arguments happening, if you've got people fighting, if there are behavioural changes and problems, then these individuals may very well benefit. At the same time, send the supervisors, send their managers. These are the people that have to cope with these employees, and these are the people that will need to use some of these strategies. So the benefit is twofold. We want managers and supervisors and team leaders to be at this program to learn how to identify it, how to recognise it, and how to use the skills and strategies to improve conflict, to eliminate it if possible. But also we want the people who are causing it and are involved in conflict to be there also, so that they can learn how to reduce their conflicts and how to improve their workplace environments.
So something in it for everyone.
There certainly is.